Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Thursday, November the 11th, 2021, Thursday of the 32nd week of the year, 32nd week in Ordinary Time. But also today, it is another memorial, the memorial of St. Martin of Tours, a 4th century soldier who leaves his military life and becomes a servant of God and eventually becomes Bishop of Tours in France. One of the national saints of the country of France, the church in France, but also one of the great saints of the late ancient and early medieval world in our history as Christians. His date, the date of his feast day, is significant also because it was Armistice Day, the ending of World War I, the war that was said to end all world wars. Unfortunately, that has not yet come to pass. But here in the United States, it is also Veterans Day, so a time to honor all of those who have served in the armed forces, and praying for that moment, that time when war will never again exist. On this day, I am coming to you from the side of Elizabeth Hall, the side of our preschool. Over here, you can see there, a little bit over there, but focusing in on this beautiful mosaic, which was created by a local artist, Luc van der Drift, and it was dedicated yesterday, St. Francis and the Wolf of Gubbio. A beautiful mosaic inlaid different sizes of glass to evoke the peace and the goodness of St. Francis for our preschool children, for them to enjoy, and for them to be able to recognize again the one for whom their preschool is named, and the one after whose life our children could grow to model and to emulate. So a beautiful mosaic here. It is on the way from the side parking lot over here. So if you're ever coming into the campus this way, come and take a look at this beautiful mosaic dedicated yesterday afternoon. In today's readings, we hear again of wisdom. Continue to hear of wisdom, the power of wisdom, what wisdom is and what it is not. Again, wisdom is always the feminine aspect of God, because wisdom is described in feminine terms. And because of that, the strength that it possesses, the courage it possesses, the knowledge it possesses, the ability for perseverance that it possesses, are all aligned with the feminine, all aligned with the feminine in God, the feminine in this world. And so to celebrate wisdom is to celebrate that which brings knowledge and healing and hope in a way that power and authority and control and all those things that are unfortunately too many times aligned with masculinity are not able to offer, are not able to give. To be people who attend to wisdom, acknowledge wisdom, live out of wisdom, are people who are attuned to the will of God, the heart of God, the mind of God in this world. That kind of understanding of wisdom carries over then into today's gospel, in which Jesus in Luke is telling people not to follow after every fad that exists, not every fad that comes up, especially any fad that deals with faith, or that deals with recognizing who the Messiah is or when the Messiah has come. As Jesus says in Luke's gospel today, there some will say, look, there he is, or look, there he is, or look, there he is, and he isn't. And again, it is wisdom that helps us to discern what is, again, the will of God and what is not the will of God. It is wisdom that allows us to think and to reflect and to discern, what it is that we must do and what it is we must become as people of faith, as witnesses of faith in this world. To follow after everything that arises at times is basically only following after our own fears and anxieties and our own desires to be in control, our own desire to have power over ourselves, others, our destinies, what have you, and none of that can ever be, because everything lies in the hand of God. Everything lies in the heart of God. And wisdom allows us to discern that and to find comfort and peace and hope, because we know, again, that God is the one who is in charge, that God is the one who makes everything right. Again, Julian of Norwich's constant refrain, and all will be well, and all will be well, and all will be well, is something that encapsulates the heart of an understanding that grounds itself in wisdom, that grounds itself in God's wisdom, that allows hope and healing in our world. And may the Lord give you his peace.